Hey, welcome back. I hope everybody is having a great Thursday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, guys, we're doing another MasterVerse versus Origins figure, taking the same amazing figure from both brands, looking at the artwork, looking at the figure itself, and asking the question, which one do you prefer? Which one do you like the most? Do you like the Origins version, or do you like the MasterVerse version? Okay, and I picked out 4 random amazing figures from this line, from both lines. Yesterday we looked at Roboto. Okay. I also grabbed Ram Man, his new Eternia version, and his deluxe version. I also have Whiplash here, which will be the main focus of today's verse mode here. His MasterVerse look and his Origins look. And finally, we have Clawful. His new Eternia version and his standard version of the Origins line. So if you give me 1 minute, everybody, I will remove the other figures here, and then we'll take a look at Whiplash. Alright, everybody, here we go. So we'll take a look at his new Eternia MasterVerse version of Whiplash first. Now, first of all, I do not have a loose version of this amazing figure here, and thanks to a good friend of mine who found this figure for me out of state. Unfortunately, my local area never received or was able to get a version of this Whiplash at my local retail store. So I only have the one right now until I can find another one, okay? So I cannot do a loose comparison, unfortunately, with Whiplash here. But we can still look at the figure inside the packaging, all his items he comes with, the beautiful artwork he comes with, and have a lot of fun still, alright? So here we go. So you have the 30 points of reticulation right there, the old version of the MasterVerse logo here. There he is, and he's in that mini deluxe packaging right there, and he looks absolutely amazing. There's a Whiplash right there. Comes with a lot of accessories, a lot of items. Comes with some new armor, some extra hands, his vintage style spear that he's known for over the years. All right, he comes with a battle axe as well. This really cool flame and torch right there. There's his signature tail right there. You have the Master of the Universe new Eternia logo, Whiplash. I mean, all in all, an absolutely incredible figure here. Very cool. It's got a lot of weight to it. Looks amazing right there. Of course, a nice glamour shot of him on the side right there. Of standard version of Whiplash, which means that you can remove the helmet and the armor to give yourself a more standard version of Whiplash. Alright. We're on the back. There he is. Some absolutely gorgeous artwork right there of him. Ready to take on He-Man. And there's the cross-sell of this particular wave. Of Merman to, Grizzlor to Buzz-Off and new Eternia version of Faker. He is the tail-thrashing warrior, as we all know. Of course, the side right there. Just the name Whiplash. Alright, big window box, absolutely gorgeous. You can see the entire figure, which is absolutely amazing. Right there. Alright, so let's move on to his standard Origins version. And I have no doubt at some point we'll probably get a cartoon collection version of Whiplash. Alright, I'm very curious, what he's going to look like when that version comes out. But here is his standard version right here of Whiplash. Part of that 40th anniversary. Alright. Came out in 2022. Alright, you got the Master of the Universe logo, Whiplash, the evil tail-thrashing warrior. And there's old Whiplash, look, straight out of the 80s. I mean, they've nailed the look of all these amazing Origins figures here. Alright, there he is. He does come with his tail right there, which you have to include and put on. But I do have a loose version of this particular Whiplash we'll take a look at. And his 80s version as well, okay? And there's the comic he comes with right there. You have the red rocks blasting around it, vintage red rocks. There he is. Alright. There's a nice glamour shot right there of him taking on Fisto. With Battle Armor He-Man coming to help out. Beautiful artwork as always. There's old Whiplash right there. Comes with this, vintage style spear. And you can, of course, can twist and into power positions. And the particular cross-on when he came out right here with new mini comic Trapjaw to standard King Randor to Digitino, right there from the Sunman line. All right. Back around. And there he is. There's a Whiplash right there. Okay. And to get his, where you go? Let's get both versions in packaging next to each other. There he is. There they both are. All right. And both are absolutely amazing, you know, I gotta say. But if I have, you know, and unfortunately, you know, like a lot of figures, you know, with Origins and with MasterVerse, you know, some of them don't, you know, bring in that spring-loaded, you know, action, you know, effect or action call out. And Whiplash is another example where I really wish that, you know, Origins and MasterVerse, you know, would have found a way to do that with these amazing figures. That's one of his key, you know, features of these figures here is that action feature of the spring-loaded attack. You know, I do have a, you know, minus the arm here. You know, that's one of the, you know, with that spring, like when you can whip the tail, you know, see, that's one of his action callouts right there, which I really wish that the Vintage Origins version would have given us, and the MasterVerse version, you know, somehow, you know, that's one of his main things, as you can see, that whip attack with his tail, okay? And where is the standard version? So here's the standard version right here from Origins right here. I mean, it's an absolutely amazing look here, and you can see that, you know, the MasterVerse, you know, the Origins version, my apologies, have a much more brighter feel and look to the color of him compared to his, you know, standard 80s version right there. But all in all, you know, an amazing figure here. And I no doubt if I did have a loose version of him, I don't know even how I would display him. You know, I love the look of the armor here with the new Eternia version of Whiplash, with the helmet, with the new, you know, gear and all that, the axe, you know, everything looks absolutely amazing. I would have to probably buy two of them to display his normal look and his, maybe like him, you know, his normal look is, you know, his normal version, and do like an army building, you know, with the armor, or vice versa. You can make him like the king of his particular people with the crown here and all this armor here, and get more of these amazing whiplashes, you know, out of the armor to do like a really cool army building, you know, feature, or, you know, with Whiplash here. So, and here's his spear right there, a little Whiplash right here, his standard spear. Oops, hang on. Now, if I had to choose between the two of them right now, you know, which one I do prefer, I mean, this is like vintage, standard, you know, Whiplash here. He looks amazing. I just wish that, you know, they would have found a way, you know, to give us that spring-loaded action attack. This is my personal feelings with Whiplash, to give him that really cool, you know, attack for his tail. But if I had to choose between the two of them, I mean, I would go with this version right here. And they're so, I mean, amazing. Absolutely amazing with this figure right here. I love the look. I mean, he comes with some really cool features here. You know, I know, like this version here, it does not come with, I'm sure he doesn't come with that, you know, that spring-loaded attack for his tail, but still, I mean, he comes with a lot of accessories, a lot of, like, items. The look looks great. I mean, it looks really, like, menacing and big and, you know, and powerful. You know, he's got that really cool, you know, vintage orange spear right there. He comes with extra pairs of hands, some fists right there. He comes with this big old battle axe right there. I mean, looks really, really, like, cool. I mean, the tail looks really, it plugs in. It's got a lot of weight to it. And he's very heavy. I mean, he's got a lot of weight to him, you know. And like I said, you can you know, take the armor off. You want to leave the helmet on, you can take the helmet off. You can, you know, really customize and really come up with a really cool looking, badass looking version of Whiplash here. So out of the two, I would say, for me personally, you know, if I had to pick which version of Whiplash I like the most, for now, until we get that cartoon collection version, you know, that might change, or maybe a Turtles of Grayskull version of him, I would have to go with this version of Whiplash. I mean, they nailed it. It looks really, really good. So if I can, you know, with the detail and the skin looks great, you know. All the, you can see the scales on the body right there. It looks amazing. But this is still an amazing, amazing version of Whiplash here. You know, that vintage style look right there. And I have him right next to his, you know, his standard 80s version that came out, you know. And I do like the fact that the Origins is paying tribute to an amazing 80, you know, from the 80s line here. with more detail, customization. Of course, we know we can pop the arms off, the head off. You can, customize it, and the fact that you can use, standard, the same weapon, the same weapon here. It should work for, for this version of Whiplash. Oh yeah, this hand's pretty beat up, and I know it's not his actual hand. When I got him, he was missing this hand, so I don't have a, an arm, and I don't think that, hang on. I think it pops off right there. His arm popped off, and I'm kind of curious if you can take, the arm here. Which see with the peg right there, you can't do that, unfortunately. You might have to, if you're a good customizer, I'm not recommending this. You can find a way to, like maybe cut this off, and I don't know. I guess you can't do that at all. So I would not recommend that. But for fun, if I'm going to put it like that, so there's his, kind of like his arm right there, in a way. So I do not recommend like sawing this off and stuff like that, But I was happy to find this, standard hand or arm here, so I can just plug it in for now. But yeah, for me, like I said, personally, and I'm going a little off here, but for me personally, if I had to pick between the two, from his MasterVerse version or his Origins version, I would pick this version as my favorite version of Whiplash. So let me know in the comments below your thoughts and feelings about this. What version of Whiplash do you prefer? Do you prefer his new Eternia look right there? Or do you prefer his standard Origins version of Whiplash? Both are amazing figures, and both have one big failure, I gotta say, is of course they could not bring in, that, action spring-loaded waist to, have him that thrash, for the tail, like I said, I really wish they could have found a way to give us that from Origins, but still an amazing figure. The look looks great, right out of the, you see the 80s line right here. But it's more bright, it's more color, it's more articulated, as we all know. But this has more, like for me personally, like this has more to offer for a collector. Like I said, you can do some great army building with this, particular version of Whiplash. You can have a standard version of him with more of him with this armor on. It looks great. So that's my pick for, I prefer the MasterVerse version, new Eternia version, Whiplash, over the standard Origins version. So let me know in the comments below your thoughts and feelings about this. All right. But there you go. There's a look at Whiplash, his Origins version and MasterVerse version. Both are, like I said, very cool, very amazing figures. All right. All right. I'd like to take the time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you hit that notification bell. And also, if you are new to my channel, I know I've been doing this during the beginning of the video. If you are new to my channel, I hope you will subscribe. I hope everyone hits that like button, and thank you guys for doing that. Hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos. Okay, all right, and please share this video who has a passion and love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. All right. So, of course, hit that notification bell, and we'll be taking a look at Ram Man, his deluxe versions. Both Ram Man versions, the Masters version and the Origins version, were both a deluxe packaging. So we'll look at both versions of Ram Man. All right, and we'll decide which version what you prefer. All right, so stay tuned for that. So I hope you guys have a great Thursday, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Take care, and have a good one.